Hello, I'm Emma, the 11th Duchess of Rutland, and I live at Belvoir Castle. Belvoir Castle has been in my husband's family for nearly 1,000 years. David is the 11th Duke of Rutland, and we are enormously privileged to call this our home. Together with our 5 children, Violet, Alice, Eliza, Charles and Hugo, we live high on a hill overlooking the majestic Vale of Belvoir in Leicestershire. With its dramatic views, deep valleys and English farmland, it is the perfect place to offer the finest partridge and pheasant shooting in the most interesting and beautiful surroundings. Following another successful season, we are convinced that we have the right setting and the right team in place. Together with our new head keeper Tim Rolfe and our shoot captain Philip Burt, who share the passion and vision to make Belvoir into one of the best shooting estates in England.
I'm Phil Burt, and on my right here is Tim Rolfe, and he's the head keeper over 3 underkeepers. I was asked to run Belvoir Castle, the shooting side of Belvoir Castle, by the Duke and Duchess a couple of years ago, and I find this a great privilege. It's one of the most beautiful estates in the whole country, let alone the Midlands. The topography here is quite unbelievable, and what we can show is the fact that we can, there's pheasant beats within the park and lovely hanging woods. Then to moving further out into the estate where we've got these lovely partridge drives, which are open grass valleys with cover crops on the tops of the valleys on either side. This is one of the typical partridge beats. These wonderful grass valleys that sit between arable land on higher ground either side, and basically what we're doing is pushing the partridges from the high ground across the valleys, which is producing, I believe, some of the best partridges in the country. The great thing about Belvoir, and for the guns, is at least 95% of the ground that they're standing on is grassland, and particularly when it comes wet, and the access of getting the guns into the drive, so there's as little walking as possible. What we're actually doing is also looking to our strain of pheasant and the partridges to make sure that we are producing something that is of a very high quality, which is in fact not looking at the common ring-necked pheasant, but looking to a crossbreed. And I'll ask Tim really, you know, what are we looking to do, and where's the blood change coming from, Tim?
The main pheasant chain is coming from Duchess, which is one of the premier game farms in France. They produce a pheasant called a Byzantine, which is a very light frame pheasant, and we've crossed it also with the American blueback to give performance more than anything, flying ability, performance, and to show the birds off the banks as best they can. The partridges have also come from Duchess, which are their own strain. They hold well and they perform well, and we're just trying to change everything really, from the pens to the drives to the birds, just to get it where it needs to be now. And basically what we're looking to do is we're shooting, the estate is approximately 16,000 acres, we're shooting over about 11,000 of it, so and this will produce us around 90 days. Now that sounds quite a lot, but it is like putting 4 or 5 estates into one, so it gives us an incredible selection of drives, and when we're looking to produce the best birds, the wind direction, it gives us so many alternatives to what we can actually do on the day. It's split into 4 beats at the moment. 2 of the beats can be very challenging, and we just tailor the days to the clients.
So much of shooting, I believe, is so much on the surroundings that you're shooting within. And the one thing, incredible thing about Belvoir Castle is these wonderful hidden treasures of these lakes, the woodland, and the general beauty, apart from the topography, is quite beautiful. This is an area that has recently been opened out. It was completely overgrown apart from one little stretch of water in the middle here. So we've opened this right out. and then moved on round to dig some lakes up into the top of Frog Hollow. Frog Hollow is one of the most famous drives, always been a favourite of the present Duke and the previous Dukes, and I just wanted to show you that all the time Belvoir Castle is looking to improve the woodland, improve the waterways, and the incredible way that wildlife is benefiting from it, creating this wonderful surroundings.
For those who wish to make the occasion extra special, accommodation can be provided at the castle. So why not come and stay with us as part of your day's shooting and make it the ultimate experience? Whether or not you're looking to bring your partners for a special occasion or just wanting to add an unforgettable experience, then staying at the castle will definitely add the finishing touch. Hosted by our wonderful staff and private chef, your fully inclusive stay includes lunch, dinner, bed and breakfast, served in the castle's magnificent stately rooms. The castle can accommodate 8 guns or 8 couples. Overnight guests arrive for afternoon tea before being shown to one of our exquisite stately bedrooms. We have the famous Wellington Room, where the Duke of Wellington stayed in the 1850s, or the King's Rooms, devised by the 5th Duchess Elizabeth so they could be suitably equipped with a range of 3 state bedrooms. We also have many other state bedrooms, including the Chinese bedrooms that accommodate our overnight parties. Every bedroom is en suite and has all the modern technology needed. We serve pre-dinner drinks either in one of the staterooms or in our private drawing room, followed by a delicious dinner of locally sourced ingredients from the Belvoir estate and surrounding area. There are many exciting drives to choose from on the 16,000-acre Belvoir estate. With the combination of landscape, the ability of the beaters, the presentation of the birds, and the skill of the shooter, the result is an unparalleled experience. Different locations, scenery, topography, wind, and the natural instinct of the birds make each and every drive new and challenging. The guns have chosen to shoot through. They will enjoy a break, or we call it 11s, at the Happy Beater after the morning's drives, and then enjoy an afternoon of shooting before heading back for a relaxing late lunch served in the warmth of our hunter's dining room. I think the success of the Belvoir shoot lies in the management and teamwork of all involved. From the early planning stages through to the day itself, the team work extremely hard to provide a truly memorable experience. With first-class game, excellent hospitality, and wonderful surroundings. The highest quality of driven birds combined with the heritage and magnitude of the castle and estate, we think makes an experience never to be forgotten.